It's January 22nd, 2026, and today I'm going to be going over the weather forecast for this winter storm that is going to be impacting the U.S. So let's jump straight into the video. So I do want to start off with our Day 2 winter storm outlook for tomorrow, January 22nd on Friday, as we do have a enhanced risk for moderate impacts if you're in southern Oklahoma and parts of northeastern Texas. It also includes a little bit of western Arkansas, where we can see moderate impacts of possibly ice and possibly snow. And then you got that slight risk going around for minor impacts, and then you got that winter weather area. So this is for tomorrow. We'll have the snowstorm will first develop tomorrow on Friday. But then if we go on to Saturday, this is when the weather gets extreme. So we have a moderate risk expanding from Oklahoma all the way up there into Kentucky for major impacts of this winter storm. So especially if you're in these pink colors, even over here near Washington, D.C., these are going to be the main impacts on Saturday, where there's going to be ice and snow. And then you got that enhanced risk going around it for the moderate impacts. And then you got that slight risk going from New Mexico up there towards Ohio. So Columbus, you guys are in the slight risk. Memphis, Oklahoma City, and Dallas, you guys are in the major impact area. Same with Washington, D.C., and Richmond. This winter storm will continue to move northeast, and it will continue, and then it will eventually reach the northeast, and there's a 15 to 30% probability that we'll get major impacts if it's the northeast. And then you got that 15% probability going around it. So it's still going to be pretty crazy as it moves up into the northeast as we get into later this week. So let's check out the future radar for this winter storm. So here we are on the future radar. So we do got an ice storm warning for northern Mississippi right now and parts of Tennessee, and then you got these pink winter storm warnings, and then we got multiple winter storm watches issued for a lot of you guys, and we also have a Arctic blast coming down with the weather is cold. So let's check out the future radar now. So if we fast forward it up to January 23rd, which is on Friday, the storm will start developing down here near Texas and New Mexico, and it will continue strengthening, and it could cause some ice in parts of northern Texas and parts of Oklahoma. Even ice is likely in southern Arkansas. Maybe even ice can get as far down as Dallas possibly. The winter storm, as we get into January 24th, the winter storm is mainly going to be impacting Arkansas, Kentucky. But as we get into January 25th, we will have pretty big impacts of this winter storm. You can see right here, we could have ice going from Atlanta, possibly all the way up there towards Memphis. And you can see there's definitely going to be a possibility for ice. This winter storm can always change directions. This is what the GFS is saying right now. It used to be a little bit more farther down south on the future radar, but now it's a little bit more north. Some of them actually have showed it going back a little bit more south. But fast forward it, you can see a lot of people will be being impacted by this. Even Indiana, Ohio, and Illinois will even be impacted by this a little bit. Fast forward it, a lot of places can get like a lot of snow. Like we can get a lot of snow. This winter snowstorm will continue moving up into the northeast by January 26th. And this is going to be a pretty big winter storm and cause a lot of ice problems. I mean, ice can add a lot of weight to tree branches, and that can break power lines, and power lines can go out. We could lose power for even a week for some of you guys, maybe even less. And it can knock down tree limbs and stuff like that. And while this snowstorm is happening, it will be very cold for a lot of you guys as well. So it's just going to be crazy. We're seeing record-breaking cold temperatures during this, and it's just going to be crazy. So everyone needs to be staying prepared for this snowstorm. So this is the ice accumulation that we're looking at right here. So you can see we're expecting to see major impacts. The red is major impacts of ice, and then you see the purple is going to be extreme impacts of ice, and then the orange color is going to be moderate impacts, and the light yellow will be minor. And then the gray will be winter weather area. So you can see most of the ice will be in northern Mississippi, where power outages are likely. Same thing with the major area goes from northern Louisiana. Places that don't even get snow that often will be getting a lot of snow and ice. This is just not good. This is going to be a devastating major winter storm. And so you should finish your preparations today, because it's going to start developing tomorrow. And then you can see Texas even has a lot of the areas that we can see some major impacts of the ice too. But you can see Dallas really needs to be staying aware for the ice, even Nashville and stuff. And Atlanta, I think you guys could get a little bit of ice. You guys are right on the edge of this winter storm. But yeah, you guys have a chance to see ice, snow maybe. And then you got that orange moderate risk going around it too over there. So this is just to give you an idea who may get the most ice. You know, this could shift a little bit north. This could shift a little bit farther down south. Or it could stay the same. You never know. Okay, so now let's talk about the snowfall totals. So let's start over here in parts of Texas. So northern Texas could get 5 to 8 inches of snow in some places. Oklahoma City, maybe 8 to 10 inches of snow would be possible. Same thing with Tulsa, 8 to 10 inches, maybe between that. Same with Bentonville. Maybe Bentonville could get up to 11 inches. Springfield, I would say 5 to 9 inches. St. Louis, maybe 5 to 8 inches. Let's go over to Indianapolis, maybe 6 to 9 inches of snow. In Louisville, Kentucky, those are one of those little bit of a hot spot area. We see up to 10 to 13 inches of snow in Louisville. Maybe with Maysville too. And then Richmond, you guys could be seeing 5 to 7 inches of snow. Let's go up here towards Columbus. You guys could be seeing up to 9 to 11 inches of snow. Fort Wayne, maybe 1 to 3 inches of snow. Maybe even 4 are going to be a possibility. If you go up here towards New York, you guys are lucky. You guys could see 10 to 12 inches of snow. Rhode Island could be getting a lot of snow. Boston could be getting a lot of snow out of this. But this is just what our snow totals are looking like right now. They could change. Atlanta, doesn't seem like you guys are going to be getting any snow. You guys could get a little bit though. But the farther south you are, pretty much during the snowstorms, the more sleet or ice you might get. But yeah, the more of the snow places are going to be if you're in the blue and yellow colors. So let's talk about the Arctic blast that we're having. So you can see right now, the Arctic blast is up here. It's about to just come right into the United States. You see right here. Look at these just frigid, very cold temperatures. They'll just dump into the United States. This is very cold air that would be coming out of Canada and cause a lot of coldness for a lot of you guys if you're in any of these areas. And these cold temperatures would get all the way down into Texas. It will get cold for a lot of you guys because this is going to be one of the worst Arctic blasts. We could even see another one after that one passes and stuff. So yeah, that's probably about it for today's weather forecast. And I'll keep you guys updated. There's a chance I might upload another video today. So yeah, have a good day. Bye.